Good evening. This is a video about the incident that happened in Nevada where Uncle Ricky claims that somebody said something racist to him. Now, Governor Joe Lombardo said he's extremely concerned and disappointed with what happened. Now, I'm going to tell you, Governor Joe Lombardo, I'm very concerned and disappointed in you. I watched that video, and the only evidence I see of racism is Uncle Ricky saying somebody said something racist. Nobody said anything racist in the video, but he keeps jumping up and down. Can you see this? Can you see this? This is racism at its best. Racism. This racism. But y'all see this? Y'all going along with this? And it's like, oh my God. This motherfucker's wigging out, telling people to go fuck themselves. Fuck you. All this shit. Then he's like, do it, kill me. I want you to kill me, shoot me, whatever. Nobody in that video threatened him in the least. Then the wife of the man, who apparently they own the building together, she comes out, he's wigging out on her, get out the fuck out of my face, before she says it. She goes, I'm not saying anything, I'm saying get off my property. And he starts saying this racist shit. She goes, no, honey, you're my brother, I love you. And he's like, I'm not your brother. Don't touch me. Once again, the only evidence of somebody touching him is him saying it. He's holding a camera, but he's not showing any hands on his person. At one point in time, you can see the lady going like this, has her hands out, not like this, but like, kind of like this, to show, I guess, for the film that she ain't touching shit. But that don't stop Uncle Ricky from saying, quit touching me, you keep touching me, I'm going to call the police, that's assault. Anyhow, the only person I see acting like a fool in that video is you, Uncle Ricky. I think you're fakey made up motherfucker. I think you're a race hustler. I think you had your little petition and they told you you could not do that activity on the premises, and that's when you wigged the hell out. And then they asked you to leave, and then you refused to leave the property. At one point in time, when you're sitting there saying, oh, he called me this, he did that, and she goes, there's the sheriff. Honey, you can go tell him all you want to. And he doesn't go over there and talk to the sheriff. No, he just starts wigging out, filming people. I know in the very beginning, it opens with the guy Gary doing this to him. And he says, where's that tree that you hang people like me from? And he says, in your backyard. Then he goes, sits down, and he goes over there, and he says, Uncle Ricky says, you just said that there's a tree down the street to hang people like me. To which Gary says, you're a lying motherfucker. And everybody else laughs. Now, apparently they know him, and they probably know he's not like that. I don't know him, and he very well could be like that, but nothing in this video alludes to that. He didn't say anything racist, racial, or anything else. All I see racial in there is Uncle Ricky jumping up and telling, man, this is racism finest. Don't y'all see this? No, we don't. Well, these other people might, because they're all jumping on the bandwagon. Oh, Uncle Ricky, I'm so sorry. I don't see anything to be sorry for. And you bet your ass I had the audacity to say that. All I see in this motherfucker is Uncle Ricky changing his story about 3 times in this very short video. First he said there's a tree down the street to hang people like me. And he says people like me a bunch of times. And then when he doesn't get the desired effect, he decides, ooh, let's up the ante. He said that there's a tree down the street to hang N-words like me. Actually, we're going to say nah, because N-word sounds kind of gay. But I ain't trying to listen to a bunch of shit to actually say it, so we're going to do word substitution. We're going to say nah for N-word. Anyway, he says, when he doesn't get his reaction, he says, oh, there's a tree. He said there's a tree down the street to hang nah-nahs like me. I was like, that's not what you said in the beginning, Uncle Ricky. Then he embellishes a lot of other shit. He goes on to say, I didn't disrespect him. All I said was, are you registered to vote? And then he said, whatever the fuck, yes or no. And then he told me about this tree that they hang either people like me or non-others like me or whatever I'm going to say tomorrow. Anyhow, but now you got everybody piling on this shit. The governor, he's apologize. He's there. The people holding the event have anybody in the damn video that didn't have anything to do with the racial statement, but they just supported Gary Miller because evidently they known him. And I'm going to say that they had the feeling that Uncle Ricky was full of shit. I have the same feeling because this would be what, like the 10th one this year? I know it's been probably a couple years since the Juicy Smollett fake assault battery shit, you know, with the noose around his neck and all that crap. But then we just recently, probably about a month ago, had the Macy's video that was not only fake, but it was staged and scripted. It had actors in it. And everybody was fucking attacking Macy's and, oh, I'm not, they're going to boycott all this shit. And bam, Mace says, that person isn't a manager here. He doesn't work here. Neither is the woman that's claiming that Macy's was racist in the video, that she don't work here. And then it's like, oh, wow, this is a place that stages these little things, that they make fake racist videos all the time and fake other videos. That's their forte, to just get people all stirred up. So anyway, then what the hell we have... just about any time these hustlers see an opportunity to pull the race card, they do. Because right now, the way things are, an accusation is proof of guilt. And nobody apologizes when they find out that they're wrong. And there's no recourse against the people staging this shit. Look at fucking Juicy Smollett. What happened to him? He didn't go to jail. He was supposed to. But then what do you get, like community service or some shit? You had to pay a fine. It was like not even a smack on the wrist. It was more like a, pretend I smacked you on the wrist. It was a fake smack on the wrist. Kind of like the fake racism he had in there. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Uncle Ricky, you're full of shit. Now, if I'm wrong, I will apologize. Unlike the other motherfuckers, the sheep that follow this shit, and when they're wrong, none of them called Macy's and said, gee, Macy's, I'm sorry that I posted all this hateful shit about you. Oh, Macy's, I really got it wrong. I'm not going to jump to conclusions next time. No, the same people are going to jump to conclusions again next time, and the time after, and the time after that. Let's see, what else have we got? Anything I missed? I think I got it covered.